Hey, Firefox here. It's been a while since my last recording, but there is a reason for that. I've been quite busy. I've been having some problems with myself. I haven't been feeling motivated or anything like that. I've had plenty of things that I did want to do, but I just couldn't because I just didn't feel up to it and I just didn't feel motivated at all. But I have changed my hair, if you can see, got like that. I really love it, if I'm honest. It was kind of a bit of a gamble to get it done like this, but I'm glad I did it because I actually, honestly, I really do love it. Another reason why I haven't done a video, because at the end of April I had my dissertation proposal deadline. That's all dealt with and handed in now, and I'm just preparing for my dissertation to start in September. But today I wanted to talk about something which hasn't really bothered me at all, but it's something that I just wanted to talk about, and that is the gender question. So what actually spurred all this off is that I was watching a video on YouTube, and they were questioning their gender because they were born female, but they didn't really feel comfortable with that, and they sort of were thinking that maybe they're agender, maybe they're notoire, maybe they're something like that. Maybe they're a demigirl or androgyny, but I think there's still something they're personally working on. But that also sort of kind of got me thinking, because things they were saying, I could kind of understand what they were saying. Not all of it, but some of it. And that was enough to get me thinking. Up until that point, I just thought I was a cis girl. It's not something I really thought about, but at the same time, it was still something that kind of made me feel, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but out of place among my friends, who were all mostly female. I never really think about things, not much really at all, but it was something that I did want to start considering. I talked to Carly about it, and she said that just think about it and talk to her, and she'll help me try and understand. After some research and thinking and scrolling through the forums on Avon about gender and things like that, I actually kind of sort of came to the conclusion that maybe I'm a demigirl. A demigirl being a girl or a boy that doesn't wholly identify with the female gender. It could mean that they identify also as a boy, but maybe something completely different, maybe agender, maybe no gender. Well, agender and no gender are the same thing, or similar, but maybe something completely different. Personally for me, I think it's mostly girl, but not completely, and I'm not sure what that other sort of gender would be. Maybe it was boy, I'm not sure at the moment. I still haven't quite decided it myself. As I've just explained there, it kind of made some sense with me. The word kind of appealed to me, and it sat right with what I was reading a lot of the time. I don't really relate to most of my female brethren a lot of the time, and most of the time I do find I do actually get on better with guys. I'm not saying that I'm not a girl, I am, I'm just not sort of wholly a girl or completely a girl. I don't feel feminine, I don't feel comfortable looking feminine or dressing feminine. I hate wearing skirts, dresses, I hate having my legs on show, I hate having my arms on show. The only reason I'm not wearing a hoodie right now is because it's quite hot in here. Mainly because I had to shut the window because someone a few doors up are doing some work on their house, and it's really, really noisy, so I didn't really want it to disturb me. It's going on now, but I don't know if you can hear it. And I don't really like feminine things either. Not to say that there isn't exceptions. I do really like some feminine, what I think is considered feminine things. I absolutely adore Ever After High, which is wholly considered as feminine. It's all prissy and fairy and princesses and all that stuff. And I love it. I love the concept of it. I love the TV show or the webisodes. I've seen every single one. I've got the specials down there on DVD. I mostly collect a lot of the dolls. You can't see them, but I've got 3 up there. I've got 5 up there. 6 up there, and a couple down there. I've also got 2 over there and 2 over there. So I've got quite a lot of them. And I just love that show. And I mean, there are other sort of feminine things that I really do enjoy and I really do like. But mostly and wholly, a lot of my interest could be considered as masculine. Personally, like quite a lot of other people out there, and I know a lot of people will understand what I'm saying with this, but labelling things as masculine and feminine is complete bullshit. Because, I mean, if you just take one example, a Barbie doll and an Action Man doll, both are effectively the same thing. They're dolls. They're aimed towards children to, you know, play with and do whatever kids do with dolls nowadays. Sorry, I had a phone call there, so I just took that and paused the video. But as I was saying, you take like an Action Man doll and a Barbie doll, and they're essentially the same thing. They're dolls, and, you know, children play with them. And they, you know, come up with all sorts of scenarios and whatever. I mean, I remember I used to play with Bratz dolls a lot when I was a kid. They're effectively the same thing, but Action Man is considered more a boy's toy, and a Barbie doll is considered more of a girl's toy, when essentially they are effectively just the same thing. It's just brand and marketing. And I mean, it's just kind of just that one example which kind of just makes me think, well, I don't think it's right that you should market these things to boys or girls. I mean, because if a boy wants to play with feminine toys, then he's perfectly within his right to do that. I mean, who's to stop him? But I guess that's just the way society is nowadays, and it's just a shame that that's kind of the way it is now. Some might consider me to be a tomboy. I mean, for years, that's kind of what I thought I was. Well, to some extent at least anyway. I didn't really sort of like to say I was a tomboy, because, I don't know, it didn't fit me. It didn't, well, I guess it did fit me, but I just didn't feel like it clicked as well as the word demigirl does. I mean, maybe I just like the word, but I don't know, it just seems to feel right. And it's the same with when I found out about aromantic and asexual. The words just fit so perfectly and they just felt right. And sometimes that's just all it is. It's just a feeling that it just feels right. I mean, maybe I am a tomboy, maybe I am completely wrong, but again, it's kind of a thing where you have to sort of identify it yourself and you choose what fits right for you. And like I said, Demigirl just seems to fit better with me. It just sits right. It feels right. And I mean, to be honest, half the reason I got my hair cut like the way I did was because I wanted to look more gender neutral. And I mean, it's got that element of like sort of femininity, but it's also got that element of sort of like neutrality about it. And I think that's what I really like, because I mean, if I want to go with short hair, I literally just have to pin that side back and it's short. Or if I want this side back and this side forward to have it even shorter, I can do that. And it's just quite a versatile sort of style, and I just really like it. And it just, as soon, like, when I got it cut, my Carly was with me at the time, and she was so excited. I think she was more happy than I was, but it was just like, it was just it's kind of a spur of the moment thing, really. But I'm so glad I did it. I mean, to be fair, I actually, a while ago, I went into uni for one reason or the other. Probably had to go see someone or something. But I kind of had like really baggy trousers, like baggy jeans on, not the jeans I'm wearing right now, but they're quite fitted on the like the top part, but then they like sort of flare out and they're quite sort of, well, kind of baggy, but not too baggy. And I had quite kind of a loose shirt on and a hoodie. And I did look fairly gender neutral, and I did really like it. I mean, I got stares from quite a lot of people for one reason or the other, but I mean, you know, that's their problem. Don't really care. But I felt good about it. I liked that feeling that it sort of gave me. I just felt happy. But, you know, who knows? But thank you for watching. Do whatever you do, you know, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever. If you want to check out my Tumblr, you can do. Link for the Tumblr is in my description like usual. Bye bye!